Morning, family. How you guys doing? I'm here in Lakeland, Florida. I gotta say this. I've never been to a Sam's Club where they got me in the door at 6:30, which was my appointment time, and had me empty in less than an hour. I ain't ever seen nothing like this in my life at a Sam's Club. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, that happened. So now so now I'm dealing with the rat race of Florida. I had a decent rate that I was able to squeeze out of a broker to get a decent rate coming down, but you know what I'm dealing with, getting a decent number out of here. You know what I mean? So I'm going to bounce out of here. I'm going to bounce up to South Carolina. Well, I got a load coming out of Tampa, bouncing up to South Carolina, and then I'm going to figure it out from there. Delivers tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. Pick it up right here in Tampa, 30 miles away. Pick the load up, and then reload. I'm sorry. It picks up a little further north. It picks up north of Gainesville. Right next to the I-10 and 75 junction. So I will pick up there, shoot on over 300 miles over to South Carolina and deliver in the morning. And then I'm going to find a load out of there today so I can get out of this area, man, get back to a better market. But that's trucking, y'all. That's trucking. Simple as that. That's trucking. So we're gonna continue to roll. So let's do that. Let's pick up, get my trailer out of this door. It's bouncing over to Alachua, Florida. Alachua, Florida is where I'm headed. Let's do it, family. Right, party people. We're in the building. I'm here in Lake City, Florida. This is a flatbed heavy facility. I feel like when I pulled up, everyone looked at me like, "What you doing here?" Ain't no but flatbeds here. You know what I mean? So I parked next to where the flatbeds were, and I saw the docks on the other side. But the where the check-in at, I guess the shipping dispatch office is over here by the flatbed. So hey, I'm not walking all the way across the other side of this plant. This place ain't little. And so I parked over here by the flatbeds and went inside, and man, it's just the nicest people. I mean, just nice. Had a bathroom in there for the driver. Had coffee with all the trimmings for the driver. They treated you with respect. Was polite. Can I help you with anything? Didn't just look at you like, why are you here? This is what it's about. We truckers, we're not scum of the earth. We're not the bottom of your shoe. We're humans that are serving the country, as far as I'm concerned, the world. Because without truckers, things would not move. It was shut down. So it was nice to see people treating you with respect. So I was able, to get a refill of coffee, and I'm actually headed to the other side of the facility, to the 2 docks that they have available for dry van. That's where I'm headed, and I'm going to go and bump this dock. They're going to get me loaded, and I'm going to head myself on over to Sumter, South Carolina. Let's do it, y'all. Right, let's go in here and see what's happening. All right, I'm loading on and ready to go to Sumter, S-U-M-T-E-R, Sumter, South Carolina. Told you I like that area. That's where I'm from. That area. I'm from Savannah. I get to drive down one of my favorite highways, I-95, Interstate 95. So, some of my area that I feel good. It's big, tall pine trees that I like. It makes me feel like home. You know what I mean? Although I still rather be up with my family at my house at home. But, this is like my second home. Down here in the South, man, you know, of course, you know, my spidey senses kick in when it comes to barbecue, but I'm going to behave. I'm not going to buy none. I think not. Unless I make a phone call to some family, they bring me some. It's all right. But we're loaded. We're ready to rock and roll. We're going to get on down the road, and we're going to be there in the morning. We'll be there tonight, of course, but deliver this thing first thing in the morning and get this off and find another load. That's the plan. Let's get it done, y'all. The South. Love the South. Love the South. Weather, the roads, everything. Except, you know, if a hurricane comes through here. But I love the South. It's, I don't like the rates that are down here, particularly down here in Florida. But I love the South. The food, everything. Just leaving Lake City, Florida. I'm here on US 90. I'm going to skip this on over to 10, which I'm pretty much running alongside I-10. Jump on 10 and then boogie on across to Jacksonville and just hit 95 and start heading north. Going up 95. I love the highway. It's a beast. It gets it done. You know, going up and down the coast. I'm looking at 4 hours and 45-minute ride. Be there around 6, 7 o'clock this evening. I got to stop and get fuel, of course, down the way. But I'll be sitting there, and that's it. I can deliver at 7 a.m. in the morning, so that's what we'll do. And I'll start looking for something else. We'll look today, rather. See what else we can find. And, you know, get out of this area, man. Although I love the South, these rates don't love me. They just don't. Goodness, man, this is unreal. But that's okay. We make it happen. We move about. Hopefully I can find something that'll pop up here in Sumter, South Carolina. So dangerous right here. There's guys walking on the side of the road here. Wow. We'll find me something in the area. Maybe might have to deadhead a little bit to get it. But get out of this area, man. I'm trying to get back up to the Midwest. Actually, that's what I would like to do. Get back to the Midwest. And then kind of move back and forth in that area. Because it really just, I mean, there's just dead areas everywhere. There really is. Come south, it's not good. Going to Texas is not good. Going to Mississippi is not good. You know, go out east, yeah, it's decent. You know, maybe. Go up north, you know, Wisconsin is decent right now. You got to go all the way to maybe Oregon to get a decent rate, but then you're going to have to deadhead out of there to find you another decent load, you know what I mean? So it's just where you can go is being limited, you know, as to where you could go to find consistent numbers. But, and I say but, I know it probably sounds like it's going to be positive, but the reality is I don't think there's going to be much of a bump when it comes to the holidays. It's not going to be much. But we are, you know, rolling, you know, at the bottom of the barrel in regards to the numbers. The numbers shouldn't go any further. But these brokers, man, they have really, I don't know, I ain't gonna blame it all on the brokers, man, but right now, their margins are slim. They really are. They're trying to get as much as they can. They're trying to hold on to as much as you can. But look, man, we as truckers and owner-operators, man, we need to stand strong. Don't give in. Get the numbers that you need. Don't settle. Don't settle. You know what I mean? There's only so much you can do. You got expenses, man. So you know, keep fighting. So let's keep on moseying down this hero highway. I am, where am I at? Santee, South Carolina. Orangeburg County, I believe is what it would call, or Orangeburg County. Things are going good. I thought I'd shut down here about 36 miles from the delivery. Tomorrow morning, I got a reload coming out of Columbia, South Carolina, going to Eaton, Georgia, just south of Chattanooga. I'm honestly just trying to wiggle my way up out of the South. That's really all I'm trying to do, man. It's I actually got into it with a broker earlier today. He insulted me with the rate, and I said, "Are you serious with the number you just told me? You serious?" He said, "Yeah, I just want to cover that." I said, "Well, you may have to just call somebody else." And he responded, he said, "I guess this ain't gonna work out." No, it's not gonna work out. I'm sorry. I mean, what you're gonna pay my truck, a company driver is making more than what my truck will make. And it's gotta get fuel and tires and stuff like that. So yeah, this ain't gonna work. And we agreed to disagree. It's just at some point common sense kicks in, and you say to yourself, I can't offer this individual to run a load for 89 cents a mile. The math doesn't even math like that. It's not mathing at all. There's no mathable math to that equation. You know, even with discount, diesel gonna cost you $3.50, $3.80 a gallon. You know, at 6, 7, 8 gallons of miles a gallon. That doesn't math at all. You're not even paying for fuel. So, it's got to level off eventually. I mean, it's leveled off. But hopefully this thing will start righting itself and heading in the other direction. We shall see. We shall see. So, enough of that. I'm going to fire up Club Med. I actually ate dinner already. I ate about a couple hours ago, and I don't need to eat no more. I'm gonna watch some on TV. I just did some paperwork, put some information in, numbers in my old book, with the loads and everything like that. Just trying to keep up with the numbers, all that great stuff, and then shut it down for the evening. Because at the end of the day, you run a business, so you got to do stuff businessy. That's my words for today. Mathing and businessy. Mathing and businessy. There we are. Those are the words of the day. Alrighty. Let's do this tomorrow. Family, it's beautiful weather down here in South Carolina. Everything popped off in rapid succession. Got up this morning, headed over to Sumter. Well, I was 39 miles away. And went on ahead and delivered my load. It was a recycled load, real light. Man, I think couldn't have been more than, put like this, I got on this scale, I scaled in, I scaled out. My truck is 34,020 empty with the trailer, 3/4 full. And I was grossed at 38,000. So what are you talking about, 4,000 pounds, how I like it. So I delivered that, and then I did hit it up here to Columbus, which was about an hour and 15 minutes. And I am loaded with the heaviest load I've had in about 2 months. Picked up at a Shaw plant. This is the carpet region. A lot of carpet manufacturing going on here. But I actually got a load of yarn, and I'm taking it up to Eaton, just south of Rome, Georgia, Dalton, Georgia, all that stuff, which is the other carpet region of the world. And I'm going to deliver that first thing in the morning. And then I got a reload out of Calhoun, just south, about 40 miles south. And I got 2 stops in Calhoun. And then I'm going to reload. I'm reloading 2 stops, Calhoun, Georgia. Then I'm bouncing over to Scottsboro, Alabama. And I'm taking out the Coldwater, man. I got to get out of the South. I love the South. But you mess around and go bankrupt down here. So at least I will. So I got a load to get me out of the South, get me back up to the Midwest, Coldwater, Michigan, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana area. I'll be able to find some better rates up that way. So better than this. It won't be great, but it'll be better than this. So stopped and got me some ice. I got to transfer my ice. I actually got some ice from Love's, because Love's got the best ice on the highway. So I got it in the refrigerator. Hopefully it's still frozen. I'm gonna pour it in my cup because I had some, my concoction in here. I got my coffee, and I got a 4-5 hour ride over to Eaton, Georgia. But I got to go through Atlanta, so pray for me. Let's make it happen, and I will probably shut this thing down tonight over in wherever I'll shut down tonight in the morning, tonight for my pickup in the morning. So let's do that, family. Welcome to Atlanta, where the traffic's always thick. Yes! I'm back in Atlanta again. I know I started to film that last couple days ago and got interrupted by a phone call. But yeah, I'm coming down 20, heading west, about 6 miles from the 285 junction here. And yeah, man, we slowing down, of course. Speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. I'm gonna have to go up 285 coming around the excuse me, y'all, the east side of Atlanta. And it's going to be backed up there, especially once you get up around the 285, 75 merger there. They've been doing construction there for about 13 and a half years. I've exaggerated by probably 2 months. Oh man, the city is just there's too many people, period. And those who live in the Atlanta area will agree with me. It's just too many people. To bypass 285, they're going to have to build another one that goes around 285. I mean, it's just entirely too many people. Before the pandemic, my wife and I were thinking about moving here. I got a lot of family down here. I like the weather. It is a city that breathes, it exudes entrepreneurship. People, they're go-getters here. People they start business down here like it's nobody's business. People aren't afraid to try here. And I like the spirit down here. I like the attitude. There's a core of people who try and go for success. I like that energy. And then during the pandemic, the city was shut down, so the traffic wasn't bad. But after the pandemic, when everybody came back outside, it reminded me, oh yeah, I forgot. The traffic here is ridiculous. Forgot about that. So I changed our mind, and we had a house built up in Portage, Indiana, and that's where we've been ever since. Yeah, Atlanta can wait. We come in to visit my family. Got nieces and nephews down here. They're like my kids. They're my sons and daughters. I love them to death. We come down and hang out. But I'll tell you, we go to like the local Walmart, man. The Walmart is 8 miles away, if that. It take you 45 minutes to get there. Just insane, man. Insane. I can't deal with that. When I need to go someplace, I want to get there, get it over with, get back home. I don't want to take a 3-hour journey just to go to Walmart to get some eggs. I just ain't for it. Just ain't for it. But the weather's always decent, except when they do get like a hint of flurries. There's some flurries. It shuts this place down. I know you all remember a few years ago when they had that ice storm and everybody left their cars on the highway and went home. The sheet of ice on on the highway. Oh my goodness, that was a night. I couldn't believe that. I was nowhere near it, thank God. I watched it on TV. I watched it on the news. It was must-see TV. Felt sorry for them. But we deal with it all the time in the Chicagoland area. It's nothing. We're troopers up there. It's all right. I'm 108 miles from my destination. I'm gonna shut down. I'm not gonna go right to the place. It's in a small town. I'm gonna double check it. I'm gonna look in the on Google Maps, see what the place looks like. If it ain't that big of a place and looks like I can park on their property, then I'll go. I gotta verify that. If not, I'm gonna stop at the TA in Cartersville. It's 296 off of 75. Shut down there, and then get up early in the morning, go in there and deliver my load. I'm gonna be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, I believe. So get up at 7. Shouldn't be bad. I should be within 30 miles of the place, I believe, give or take. Go in there and then deliver the load, and then go on to the next adventure, as my son likes to say. But I just thought I'd share this with you all. This is Atlanta. This ain't bad though. It's rolling. It's rolling. Until I get on that bypass, then it's a whole other story. All right, family, let's do it. Oh, the family zone. Got my ice. Hey, go ahead. Made my coffee. Let's go deliver this load of yarn. Let's do it. Well, I'm here in Eaton, Georgia. I think just east of Dalton. Beautiful back here. It's a big old mountain in the horizon. Big hill, I guess you want to call it a big hill. The foothills of the Appalachians. Anyone know why? Maybe mention it in the comments. Anybody know why Northern Georgia is the capital for flooring? Carpet, tile. Why this part of the country? Why Northern Georgia? I've always noticed that, even as a kid, whenever I drove, my family and I came to visit our family, all these carpet places as you go down 75. And I'm familiar with these products, Shaw, which is why I have a load of yarn for Shaw, and Mohawk. I'm familiar with those places. We just bought a house and did some remodeling a few years ago. We bought flooring, and those are the companies you see in Home Depot and Menards. So I was, those brands are at the forefront of my mind. So why is that? That's interesting. I'm loaded. I'm getting empty, and then from here I'm gonna deadhead down to Calhoun, which is probably about an hour, because of all of the winding you gotta do around these hills. But everything looks good. Get my paperwork, and we'll move on to the next adventure. That's right. But it has been a nice, decent week. You all came along, went down to Florida, then had to deal with the challenges of getting out of Florida. Got a load out of Florida for dirt cheap, bounced up to South Carolina, then got another load, bounced up here to Northern Georgia, and now I'm finally gonna get a load here in Northern Georgia that's gonna get me back to the Midwest. The challenges. But again, just stringing it together. You're not going to be able to get the wham bam on each one. Sometimes you have to, take one for the team to get to your ultimate money maker. But stringing up a decent week. My week isn't over yet because I do over a 7-day period. So Monday, I tallied up, and that comes out. It'll be a decent week. Fuel is covered, expenses covered, all those good things. So, you know what I like to say, family? Keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does, and we will see each other on the next adventure.
Hey, let's go. Freedom. Freedom.